Hey guys, this is my very first YouTube video. It's actually my third take, and I'll tell you why. I sat down for 3 hours, 4 hours this morning, wondering how this video was going to look like, what I wanted to say, the message I wanted to get across, how I wanted to look, what the background was supposed to look like. I took 2 videos previous to this and I'm like, yeah, that's not exactly what I want to say. And then I realized, you know what? All of this stuff is preventing me from doing the one thing that's going to get this video done. And you know what that is? Taking action. And that's ironic because that's the principle I've been living by for the past year and a half, which has really allowed me to evolve and grow into the person, into the man that I'm very proud to have become. And I still have a ton of personal work to do. It's a lifetime of personal work. But going from A to Z, from where I was to where I am now, huge transformational difference, only because I decided to take action. Now at first it wasn't huge strides forward. It wasn't life-changing steps that are really altering, the trajectory of my life. It was simple things. What habits can I work on that'll improve my thought process? Or who are the people that I really want in my life? What are the books that I want to be reading? What are the things I need to be doing for myself so I can be the best person I can for others and for my work and for what I want to do? All this stuff taken together allowed me to go from, basically broke, horrendous amounts of chronic pain, lots of personal mental health issues, to healthy and vibrant, strong, confident, happy, peaceful. I booked my ticket to Southeast Asia 3 weeks ago, and in 2 days from now, 2 days, I'm leaving my home, my parents' home, the city that I live in, the life I've known, for a whole new, brand new life in Southeast Asia. I'm going to be starting in Bangkok, which is Thailand, going to North Thailand, to the south of Thailand, then in Cambodia, then back to Thailand for some meditation retreats, then Laos, then over to Vietnam to teach for a while. And that seems like a huge shift for me anyways, to go from, living in London, Ontario, Canada in the middle of winter over to Thailand. It's just a transformation of a huge magnitude, but it really isn't, because all the steps I took from about 15 months ago, from there to here, have been small incremental, but they all were taken because of the same underlying principle, the same underlying philosophy, which is actually doing them, taking action. And I was very cognizant of the fact of how my mind worked and what my habits were. And I knew that if I set myself up the bar too high, I wouldn't make it there. If I wanted to make huge transformations within a month, I wouldn't do it. If I wanted to read 10 books in a week, I wouldn't do it. If I wanted to work on this aspect of my body and heal my chronic pain in 2 weeks and I'd be hitting the gym again, I knew it wasn't going to happen. So I was also realistic with my own limiting beliefs and my limiting mindset at the time, so that allowed me to work with it as opposed to against it. So I set the bar lower, right? I would say 2 books a week, or maybe even 1 book a week, or I would exercise 3 hours a week as opposed to 10, or I'd be doing this amount of personal development as opposed to this. Whatever worked for me, I was setting realistic goals, because it doesn't matter what the goals are. Okay, because you take a whole bunch of small milestones and put them together, you will start creating the momentum to make larger milestones, to reach those larger milestones. So the important thing was to set the bar where I could actually make it. So each time I complete a task or complete a milestone or do what I needed to do, it was done. So taking action actually could bear fruit. And I could see those gradual changes in my life, piece by piece, which again eventually build momentum, which started creating bigger changes, larger changes, more life shifts, difference in perspectives, more rooting of limiting beliefs, more building of self-confidence, less self-esteem issues, more inner peace, happiness, all that sort of stuff. But it started with the small steps, right? 2 days from now, when I land in Bangkok, that's going to be one of the capstones of this personal development project for me, is actually leaving home where I've been comfortable for all these years, right? And starting a whole new life. And if I were to do that a year ago, I would have been scared shitless, right? I wanted to, but I didn't take the necessary steps to get myself into the appropriate mindset. And I realized that. I realized that was a limit for me. And I wanted to deal with that, again, with small, incremental, actionable steps. So this is just after New Year's, right? It's January 26, 2018. And I'm sure a lot of us have New Year's resolutions and goals, no matter what they are. It could be, 10 things or one thing. But my advice to anyone out there who wants to start making positive changes in their life is to make themselves real, attainable, actionable goals and actually do them. You know yourself and you know your limits right now, at least, and what they are. So work with your limits right now. It doesn't mean you can't change your limiting beliefs and expand your horizons and squash those limits so they no longer hold you back. You absolutely can. But right now, as you're beginning a personal development journey, recognize what those are, work with them as opposed to against them, because when you do, you'll be able to take those small steps, those incremental steps that allow you to see real tangible change in your life. So as opposed to starting something for a week, okay, and then realizing, oh, this is too much, or oh, I can't do this, or I'm not losing weight fast enough, or I'm not feeling good quick enough. Don't set the bar that high. Be grateful enough that you're actually taking any sort of step, because when you set the bar that high, you're going to be grateful and feel accomplished when you get there, and it's not a huge step to do. So again, it'll just build more momentum because you'll be accomplishing 10 small things. Each of themselves is an accomplishment as opposed to one big thing, which may or may not happen. With those 10 actionable steps and those 10 realistic accomplishments that will make you feel great, that will build the momentum for you to take larger steps and more of them. So whatever it is, start with a small list of things you want to do. No matter what it is, you know what you want to change, you know what you want to work on. Make that list and then make small, actionable, incremental steps and actually do it. Show up to do the work, and you will begin to see the benefits within days, even weeks, if you're reaching your goals. Be realistic with yourself, be realistic with your goals, but most of all, hands down, by far, make sure you do it, okay? There's going to be a ton of videos coming up on strategies and how to handle limiting beliefs, mindset, confidence, all this sort of stuff. And a lot of it will be filmed in Southeast Asia, so the weather's going to be beautiful. And I will be telling my story, personal story, kind of retroactively through these videos, and you'll begin to realize probably that, I had some hurdles to go through, and it's fine. And it only happened because I took small, actionable steps. And I had some very serious hurdles. It wasn't trivial. So good luck. We'll talk. If you have questions for me, comment below, like or subscribe, do the whole YouTube thing. I'm brand new to it and I'm just being raw and authentic because again, I'm taking my own advice. I'm just taking action. It doesn't have to be a perfect video. It doesn't have to be, me in my best state, the best voice. I'm not going to edit any of these words. It's just going to be raw me because you know what? I'm going to embody that principle that I've been embodying for the last 14, 15 months, which is actually doing it and taking action. So whatever it is, good luck to you. We'll chat. See you on the next video. Okay, take care. Bye.